Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Sun Devils will kick it off to get us underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Cobb. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So TCU's offense will have the football first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off in defense. You've got 2 very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are 2 of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Let's talk for just a second about TCU. By the end of the day, one of these 2 teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding.
He smashes his way through again. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
And the Horned Frogs want to pick up the tempo. The inside handoff. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. The Horned Frogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Lets it fly. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Arizona State. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
And that's a great job by the defender there, back in his own end. He knew he had to make a play. He jumped the route, caught it, and he takes it all the way back. Forget flipping the field. How about scoring a touchdown?
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Leaves it with the running back. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Quick strike complete. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
That's a 3rd down the offense simply had to have there. You're obviously trailing early in this game. You're trying to generate some momentum. So 3rd down, defense is playing zone. You just got to find the soft spot in coverage, make it easy.
Breaks into the open. And the big gain, they've got it on the 46. And the Horned Frogs will hustle to the line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Trying to take it back. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
On the run from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
The Horned Frogs will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. So Arizona State's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Here's the handoff. At the 40, there he goes. It's a seam wide open. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Arizona State. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They scored fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he had it The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Talking to coaches coming into this football game, he said he's got to keep his quarterback upright, got to protect him. If they give him time, he can do some damage. But so far, man, he's been hit early. He's been hit often. They've got to do a better job of protection up front.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Horned Frogs will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in at the 40. Makes a move. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Quickly out to the tight end. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
Yeah, I like that. 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the 1st down.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Caught in the backfield, it's Pedrino. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Here comes the heat. He's got him. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. The Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. They'll run it from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
There's just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Motion from the wideout. Give to the running back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier 3rd down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the 1st down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on 3rd down. And shoot, and I got 4th down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply...
There he goes! Touchdown, Sun Devils! Great job by the back on the option.
What I like about this running back is he can do it different ways. He can hurt you running between the tackles. He's got great vision, but he's also got a lot of speed. And I love the fact that this offense can go option. They can trust the quarterback to make the right decision, pitch it out to him wide, and then you see the speed. There's so many different ways in the running game. This guy can hurt you, and you saw it right there on that long, explosive play.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They have been bludgeoned right out of the gate in this one now to try to find their footing and get back in this game. Fires to the right. He's got it. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. They'll try the run. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Abraham.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. He's open on the right. Oh, a lot of space. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Throwing right. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
And that one is incomplete. It's the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
He now has 91 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing. Fights off the defender. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
And the Sun Devils pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
He'll throw it. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. The Sun Devils will call on their punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. These guys scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Now a chance to really dig their way out of this hole.
Yeah, and it's complimentary football, right? Offense doing their job, scoring, defense getting the stop. Offense has got the ball right back. Palmer, go back to that last drive, revisit it, rehash some of the same plays.
Yeah, and if you're the quarterback here, think about where are my best matchups too. We're going to have to throw the football at some point here, so where do I want to take advantage of this defense and what areas of the field, and where are my best opportunities?
The Horned Frogs want to crank the tempo.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
The give to the tailback. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Fires to the right. He makes a catch. Turning it on. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Got it in the middle, it's Jennings. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The Horned Frogs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, a TFL. Now you got a big 2nd down. Here probably expecting the offense to throw with a little bit more room to work with.
He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt.
And on offense, you know this is 4-down territory. You have to come away with a touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now, and you're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because of the slow start, now putting yourself behind the 8 ball. I think this offense is going to have to be aggressive the rest of the game. 2nd quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Pushes toward the goal line. Not only will he not get in, they'll stop him behind the line at the 4.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward if they're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Tough run across the 5. He'll get it all the way out to the 8-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Power football with the run. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. He's up to 107 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. They're backed up just a little. 1st and 10 from their own 19. At the 35, he's got room. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense in their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Pedrino. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
So difficult, because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that guy.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Got the back over the middle. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Arizona State! They'll try to add another to their lead.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
35, TCU 7.
He'll bring it out. It's Cobb. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow, because it's been a struggle out the gates.
He has the first and still on his feet. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel...
Breaks into the open. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Cobb. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He wants it all. And he's going to score. Touchdown, TCU!
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
TCU 14.
And he's going to bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
after getting knocked back to open this drive at 2nd and 12. Throws for the tight end. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Snagged out of the air. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. And the Sun Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Grabbed over the middle. It's Pedrino. They bring him down, but it'll be 1st down at the 42. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. And the Sun Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Sun Devils will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. And they'll mark this one at the 15-yard line.
What a really good job by the punt team. Listen, you put all your speed, your athletes, a lot of starters are on these teams now in college football, and that's the reason why. You need these guys to go down, make plays, try to tackle these elusive guys in the open field, and hey, even cause a turnover, that's just gravy.
And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. You've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far in Fort Worth. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this 2nd half. And with that, back to Amon G. Carter Stadium and our outstanding broadcast team.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 3rd. Give him 114 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing. And the Sun Devils have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They'll go right back to the run. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
second and long. They go to the ground. Crosses the 45. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. Back to the ground with the running back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
This drive facing a little adversity on second and 11. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Holding.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Now on second down. Going to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And you will always remember your first, and how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
Rides the back on the option to give.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
To the ground with the back. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. And the Horned Frogs in the hurry-up. Third down play from the gun. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Horned Frogs send out the punt unit. And he muffs it. It's loose.
As a former quarterback, I definitely never had the guts to ever want to be a return man. And that right there is the reason why, guys. I don't need anybody having a 50-yard run at me trying to take my head off. So, listen, I mean, I feel for that return guy. He's lucky, though, that his group of guys was able to jump back on the ball.
A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by them.
Leaves it with the back. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Quickly to the tight end. On the move at the 30. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but you've got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Sun Devils will try to convert on fourth down. The option look. Now the toss. There, got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Sun Devils. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Anytime the pitchman is able to score on these option-type plays, there has to be great blocking downfield by the wide receiver. That was absolutely textbook, and that's what allowed the running back to go score.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Running back searching for a hole. Plows through the defense. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. A first down for the offense. Got him downfield. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch, and that play gives this offense so much confidence.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the back. Nice move to pick up yardage. He's pulled down after a tough run. Gets it to the 6.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going to take off. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. Gets it out quickly. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They go to the draw. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. And boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over a hundo on the game, but this defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, give the defense credit on that one, because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Got it set up on the outside. He gets it inside the 40, but he'll be stopped at the 39. Not wide enough to move the sticks, and it's 4th down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wants to throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups.
Turning it on!
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together, back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Wideout trying to get it in. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. The Sun Devils trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. He's going for the goal line. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive, down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
The offense trying to find a way on 4th and goal from the 2.
Timeout, Arizona State.
On the option. Now the pitch. Touchdown, Arizona State! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his fourth trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And the coverage team gets to return her on the ground. The give to the back. Hits that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. On target. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Tries to get it on the ground. Hard running there. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down.
That's a risky play call there, 4th and a couple of yards, and you turn around, you hand it to your running back, you say, my guy's a better athlete than any of yours on defense, and he's going to find a way to keep this drive going.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, in 2nd down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
Got a little space. Fighting off the defender. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49. The Horned Frogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Oh, he's got a chance. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. He now has 84 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Makes the grab. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Horned Frogs back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Makes the grab. It's Cobb. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Finds us back in the middle. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll run it from the gun. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Well, they come up short. It's now going to set up 4th and 1. If I'm this offensive coordinator, I'm finding who's my biggest, most physical back, the guy that I can trust to get north and go get me this first down.
And so I'm bringing all the big bodies in on the defensive line, and I'm making sure I get a little bit of penetration so I don't let that big running back get downhill so he can fall forward, so he can get momentum going. Big-time 4th down and short coming.
And the Sun Devils backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. That's a way to get some breathing room. He's got 5 out to the 9-yard line.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
Oh, he's got some space. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Sun Devils, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They want that clock to run. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. They'll give it to the back. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Offenses ice football games in the 4th quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running.
Got enough space. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Jennings. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the...
Breaks into the open. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Wants to go up top on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. Rice is going to enjoy the trip back to Houston after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road and you stack wins there at home, and suddenly it's quite the resume. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. And the Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And the defense gets the big 3rd down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on 4th down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. Like, these are positive signs from a group that you know needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to get better.
On the option. He'll pitch it. There he goes. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did.